everybody! We're back with part 2 of Psychonauts. Gonna continue where we left off. As a reminder for everyone, we left off just after finishing Oleander's obstacle course and being given a button of some kind by Sasha 9. And we have to figure out what's going on and where everything is. I know where Sasha's lab is. In fact, as it actually can be found right here on the map. Problem is, Raz at least doesn't know where that is. And I'm going to need to do some running around and picking things up before then. So, we won't be heading off to it right away. But yes. Time to check in with all of the bizarre antics of the children of this universe and to hopefully continue on. I'm probably going to at least do one thing. This is a little side menu that you use to basically check the stuff that you have. This one is specifically the backpack, while this is the merit badges. And, for example, we have the button. This button apparently has special meaning, and you can... What they didn't show last time that I'm going to do here is you can talk to people while holding these objects in order to get people to talk to you about them.
You know where this button is from, Coach?
Hey! You stole a button from the Geodesic Psycho-Isolation Chamber!
No, I didn't. Bobby Zilch gave it to me.
Should've known. That kid spends more time in the cooler than in school. Reminds me of myself when I was his age. Well, go put it back!
Yes, sir. Hey, Coach, where is the G?
Don't you know how to use your map?
Right, yes, sorry.
You've already seen the map. I kind of showed it to you. But, yeah. This is how you do objects. Ooh. And, of course, you just hit the B button to put stuff back into your backpack. But now that we've got some stuff, as well as have some idea of where we are going, I'm still going to continue running around and just finding out what's going on around here. And of course grab more arrowheads.
On sale now in the main store, we have a special on Dream Fluffs. You hear me, Dream?
Okay, I'm gonna close my eyes, right? And then I'm gonna start to count to 100, okay? And then you guys hide. Everybody got it?
It's hide and seek, Vernon, not hide and calculus. We've all got it.
I got it. You start counting, and then I go hide in that bush.
Great. 1.
Milka, you're a genius.
Come on, Duggan.
Hold on. This reminds me of a story. It's about counting. Hello? Man, you guys are good.
You know, some of these powers, although considered psychic, I do have to wonder what the science logic behind them is, because I grew up around science fiction nerds, and you had to have some level of justification for some of the powers that these people had. No one's ever actually given me one for how the invisibility power works that these kids can use. I always file it under priority sorting, basically, from the brain. Which is, your brain actually files away everything that you see, but only stuff that your brain labels important is the stuff that you consciously remember seeing. That's why people doing hypnosis to recall memories always remember all these little details that they can't consciously remember on their own. It's because they're making the brain pull up the full image of what they had actually seen instead of trying to have it sort the priority of what was in the memory.
Okay, call me crazy, but I have just got to sell more Psycores today. So yes, these prices are real. Here at the camp store, Psycores are just that cheap today.
Ugh, now I'm never gonna show you how to do this, jerk.
You know, a nutcracker might be faster.
Tonight, when this baby is full of fine ladies, I'm going to see everything.
How are you gonna fill that nut with ladies?
No, dude, the girl's cabin. I've got a man on the inside.
I get it. You're using clairvoyance. You grabbed one of the squirrel's nuts, and now you're using clairvoyance on it to form a mental link and see what the squirrel sees.
Could you say acorns instead of nuts if you repeat that to anybody else?
Teach me how to do that.
Hey, I paid a little bit of attention in class, but not that much. What you need is an expert in clairvoyance, where I am merely an expert in the ladies.
You're not much of an expert in anything. Because if you were an actual expert, you would know that there was nothing that gets on their nerves like doing that, and they will probably rip you limb from limb if they get you.
Here, pretty bird.
No passing.
But I need to get to Sasha 9's secret lab.
Maybe you should have thought of that before.
I did think of that before. That's why I'm here now.
Exactly. Now you gotta pay the toll.
1 arrowhead.
Pay up!
I found this thing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yep, that's an arrowhead.
How'd they get here?
Frankie, the new kid can't be this dumb, right?
The camp's built on an Indian burial ground and...
Oh my gosh! Indians buried their dead here?
Ew! I hope not. No, stupid. They buried their arrowheads here.
They're hidden underground, but they let out a little gas once in a while.
Just like Coach Oleander.
So if you see any of that stuff, just pull them right out.
Like truffles.
Anyway, let me have one of yours.
I have to admit, I do love that they do pin down kid logic quite well at times, including the burial ground for arrowheads and not actual dead, because just as a reminder for everyone, people don't bury arrowheads. Those were tools. But it's kid logic.
Whoa there, you. Come here, you. Can't do the scavenger hunt without a list. Report back to me when you have enough items for your first promotion. Now get!
Do. And here's the scavenger hunt list. I know where some of these are. I think there are a few of them that I definitely won't be able to get right away. But, yeah, I know where a majority of these are, and a few of them require certain powers to
So
get.
where do I... Hey, where'd he go?
But, that's for later.
How does that old guy get around so fast?
That is an excellent question, Raz. Hey, Dave.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Cannot lurk forever, Death. Mikhail will find you.
Mikhail, that was his name. He's Russian.
It's the king of the obstacle course!
Hey, Raz! You're awesome! You must be a Psychonaut by now!
Yeah, or even a double Psychonaut!
Oh no, not yet. But soon. Wow, those two are so nice.
Uh-huh. I never really got the gag behind that one, just that it was one of those, I always got that it was one of those gags of weirdness, but I never really got what it was it's trying to say. But there's something going on with those two. And I don't know what that something is, but I feel like it's very interesting. Especially since they immediately stopped doing the somewhat potentially shady thing the moment you're close enough to talk to them.
Remember to keep filling up those scavenger hunt forms. We got a couple of big promotions for the winner.
And that noise, in case you couldn't gather, was the sound of Coach Oleander falling asleep. I say, he's a busy man. He's got a lot of stuff he needs to do. Including watch children, which he's very clearly not doing. There are certain items you can't get without advancing ranks, so you definitely have to take time to find as much stuff as you can. But yeah, as I've already said, a lot of the stuff can only be found if you acquire certain powers first, but for the most part it's good to run around, because even if you don't actually know how to get to that stuff, finding that stuff is good just to have in your mental map. And always check out stuff in, like, the boards here. Depending on which version of the game that you have access to and are therefore playing, some stuff will actually appear as achievements. Like, for example, checking out this board for...
Goodbye, cool camp. I'm tired of being picked on by Bobby and all the mean kids at camp. If I just had one friend here who was nice, then I would stay. But you're all mean and no one stands up for me, so I'm going home. I'll be in the parking lot waiting for my dad, so if you want to pick on me one last time, you better hurry. Maloof.
It also is another one of those things that gives you insight into the kids.
Just an update for everyone. Mills and I are still broken up, and no matter how much he begs, I am not taking him back. Also, you should know that my new boyfriend doesn't like being called JT anymore. His real name is James. Sincerely, Elka.
But there's also some potential issues that I can't help noticing.
If anyone talks to the squirrels, they shouldn't listen because the squirrels are a bunch of stupid liars. Dogan.
Most of these kids are nice, but there are hints of other problems. I bet you can guess whose car this is. There's only one character I can think of who might drive a green army jeep. A lot of the game is just kind of running around. I just like playing. My goal is mostly to just gather as much stuff as I can. And it's easiest to do it in the early levels just because, or at least to find everything in the early levels, just because it gives you a good way to note the stuff down for later. And when you get into... That's always my problem with games, is that once I get into late game, there's always exciting stuff going on, so I'll get wrapped up in, like, the the adrenaline of the storyline and forget to do like my checks of what's going on in the background, and I end up missing stuff that I don't get to go back to until endgame. So I'm trying to do a little bit better this time around by gathering basically as much as I can. Remember that talk band names?
Oh, I thought you stopped.
No. Let's go.
I can never remember her name. I know that every time you go near her, she notices you, she goes invisible. I'm not sure why, but I guess she's just shy. And it's just easier to be shy when you can literally just disappear.
Excuse me.
I told you them burgers ain't ready.
No, you didn't.
The coals ain't hot. They're not gonna be done for a while. Maybe a week.
A week?
They're back ordered. I'm the only one back here. These things take time.
I don't even want a hamburger.
Oh, well, why didn't you say so? So, what do you want? Oh, that's my last cobweb duster. Take that into someone's mind with you. You can clean up. They're happy. Now with that, you can change the color of some of your now here's something. Now that doused now. You take that dream fluffs. Now, you take that Psy-core there, put it together. Dream. Now, you take that Psy-core there, put it together with 9 Psy cards, and you'll have yourself a brand new Psy challenge marker, which is worth a whole rank, you know.
I have to admit, that's one thing I like, that Ford kind of explains this stuff to you when you look into the shop instead of throwing up a little reader thing.
Take it.
Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for?
I'll take it.
Alrighty then. What else can I do you for? Now,
I'll take
you
it.
take excellent choice. What else can I do you for?
That's it for now.
Alright, go get more airheads and come on back. Support your local merchants.
Now, I'm trying to get up on the rafters here, because remember those scavenger hunt cards? One of the things is here. Darn the camera. Always happens at least once. The camera messes me up. But that's like for every game. There's always just one little corner that you manage to hop into, and suddenly the camera is your worst enemy. There we go.
Wait, are you off key?
Quentin, they're drums.
Maybe it's me then. How do you tune these things?
Dude.
Dude, that was so dope what you did just then.
Don't stop, I'm on a roll! Drum solo!
What you doing there?
We're making friendship bracelets. You know, for our friends.
Hey, Lily. Do you know where Sasha 9's secret lab is?
Secret. It's printed on your map. Duh.
Oh, I knew that. I was just curious if you knew where Sasha 9's lab was. Because I do.
Uh-huh.
Let's see, what was I doing? Wait, I know what I was doing. I was just things. See? There's at least one of them now. Now, Here's an important thing that is very much something that, as far as I can tell, no one actually hinted was a thing.
Hey!
Welcome to the Whispering Rocket Underground Rapid Transit System. Would you like to go back to your private sanctuary now, Agent Cruller? Or somewhere else?
Okay. This is the fast travel for the cameras. Or, for the camp. These areas will all tell you where to go, but this is the one, the sanctuary is the one that you can only get to via the fast travel.
Let's go to Ford's, my sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psycho Master.
You finally made it.
It's an honor to finally meet you in person, sir. I thought I recognized you in my dream, but I couldn't be sure. Now that I see you in your element, there's no doubt. You're Ford Cruller, the greatest leader the Psychonauts ever had.
Well, you shouldn't believe everything you read in True Psychic Tales magazine.
Alright, remember what I said about some exposition? Here we are! Let's chat with Ford for a bit. He's going to do a lovely job of explaining some things that I may not be as good at wording. Again, if you get to this point, ask all the questions. Like, genuinely, ask all the questions.
What are you doing here at Whispering Rock?
This trading facility is built right smack on top of the largest titanium deposit known to man. It runs under this whole valley, and to make sure you little spoon benders don't kill each other.
I think I actually skipped a little bit ahead, but basically, he was saying that he was there to keep an eye on the deposit, as well as to keep an eye on the campers. Mostly the deposit, he says.
What's Titanium?
Titanium is a very rare psychoreactive mineral that crashed here on a meteorite hundreds of years ago. It responds to psychic waves, focuses them, amplifies them. It can make psychics more psychic, but it can also make unstable people more unstable. Not everyone can handle that much activity in that part of their brain. It can drive them completely out of their gourd. Gives this valley an interesting history.
To simplify, Titanium is basically an asteroid material, but it has almost a aura to it that makes psychics more powerful, but it has the problematic reaction of also driving people who are prone to mental instability and basically driving people insane. So it makes psychic people more powerful, but non-psychics can be driven crazy by it. And the camp happens to sit on top of the largest deposit. That's also why we can find these little arrowheads and such all over the place. Chances are they aren't actually arrowheads. They're just called that because of the shape. And they are, in actuality, bits of the meteor that have broken off over time.
I saw you raking leaves. Was that a disguise?
Yes, well, I have many disguises. It helps me keep an eye on you kids wherever you go. Now, when I'm in disguise, I may pretend not to recognize you. Don't blow my cover, okay?
Say no more. Your secret identity is safe with me. So, what mission are you on down here?
Well, from here I can monitor world events, look for signs of psychic terrorism, ripples in the astral plane.
And then fly out and save the day, right? You've got a jet hidden here somewhere, I'll bet.
Well, these days I'm really just more of a dispatcher. I spot the trouble and send out a younger agent, like Mia or Sasha. Or maybe you someday.
Yes. Dispatching is an important duty, especially if you can keep track of stuff all over the world, because some people just need to know, and sometimes stuff will fly under the radar inside of a main headquarters, so having a branch office is a wise idea.
What does all this equipment do?
Well, up here, it's all intel. Down that hallway is the observation room. No tests going on in there right now. Maybe later. And beneath us, I have special machines for rebuilding side challenge markers and detangling mental cobwebs. You should go familiarize yourself with those. They'll come in pretty handy for you.
I'd better go. Lots of work to do.
Good luck, Rasputin.
Thanks. I'll need it.
Don't worry, I'll be right here with you, inside your head.
My head?
Yep, I want to keep my eye on you, son, so I'm going to be a psychic stowaway inside your noggin. If you ever want to make me appear, you can do it with this special device.
Is that a piece of bacon?
Oh, yeah, I just love bacon.
Same.
I smell that stuff and I can't help it. I drop everything and come running.
Okay. Do you have like a little baggie or something I could put this in?
You get a move on or I'll eat that right here.
What can I say, Ford? I completely agree with you. Bacon is amazing, and if I smell it, I will absolutely drop everything to go where that bacon is. 'Cause yum! Bacon. Ford is basically... he's our head agent, but he's also kind of our intel guy. He's the guy we report back to. Pretty common in adventure games, having at least one character who you talk to help you out in figuring out what you need to do. He's your hint giver. He isn't like the exposition guy. He doesn't ride along and tell you everything as it's happening. But he does help out by explaining what the heck we're seeing and what the heck is going on. Very helpful task. Not a lot of people remember that is something that people need. But that's the role that Ford fills for us, at least. And he does it with bacon. I'm sorry, I can never get over the bacon. It's bacon! Who doesn't love bacon? Oh, right. People who are allergic. Never mind. I take that back. There are people who do have... And yes, bacon allergies are real. It is possible to be allergic to red meats, contrary to popular belief. And it's not fun. And there are also people who have religious reasons for not doing it, but that's
Now, before you go electrocuting yourself, let me tell you how these babies work. Now, this beauty here is a mental cobweb detangler.
Ooh, I know what those are. Mental cobwebs are...
You see, when an area of your psyche is neglected for too long, mental cobwebs form. Now, up in the camp store, they sell a very special device known as a mental cobweb duster. You can take a projection of it into the mental world with you and use it to extract any cobwebs you find. The duster stores the cobweb's psychic energy on the real world side. So, you can take what you collect back here, hook it up to the loom, and weave that tangled mess into something useful. Like a card from a side challenge marker, which brings us to this fella over here. You put 9 psi cards into this guy, along with 1 psi core, also sold in the company store for a nominal fee, and it will kick out a bona fide side challenge marker, which will earn you a promotion to a higher rank. Rank up enough, you'll earn new psychic abilities. You got it?
Put my mental cobwebs in there, and my psi cards and cores in there, and soon I'll be able to burn stuff.
Yep, basically. Have fun.
I love how the first line is burn stuff. Like, I know pyrokinesis is just one of those things, but you don't expect that one. Almost. Still gotta go gather a few more cards, and by extension more arrowheads, and then I'll be able to reach rank 10. Which will get me things. Including some stuff that aren't basically required, but you aren't allowed to actually get until you're at rank 10. It's basically like you basically
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Drop me outside the main lodge.
Oh, bring me back a burger this time, will you?
If there are any. Next, we go back to our roving through the camp. There's some stuff that is here that you just genuinely cannot reach until you have more powers. But this is probably like the third time I've said that, but still.
Great deals in the main lodge store. Drop by for great prices on dream fluffs, psychors, and more. All available for just a few pieces of titanium.
You know, I'm heading to the reception area specifically because I want to get an achievement. Oh, this is actually a really neat little Easter egg. I don't remember if they tell you this in this game or the next one, but these characters who are all engraved on these are all founding members of the Psychonauts, including this one, which I think is Ford. Well, I've seen no evidence otherwise, so I'm assuming it's Ford. But if you stand up here and hit Y, if you stand up here and do it, you will give Oleander's speech from the start of the game. Which, if you complete the speech, you can get an achievement depending on the game you're playing. Since I'm playing the Steam version, I would get an achievement on Steam.
600 miles of synaptic fiber. A 3-pound pile of dreams. But I'll tell you what it is the ultimate battle. And the ultimate weapon. The wars of this modern age, the psychic age, are all fought somewhere between these damn gracious adjustments. From this day forward, are all psychic soldiers, paranormal paratroopers, mental marines who are about to ship out on the adventure of their lives. This is our beachhead. And this is your landing craft. You shall engage the enemy in his own mentality. Those of you who fight well, you will find yourselves on the path to becoming international secret agents. Psychonauts. The rest of you. Man, that guy is nuts.
Ta-da! Achievement unlocked. Stump speech. I'm sure you're all wondering what that noise just was, but it's an enemy that we don't need to worry about. Well, we don't need to worry about it as long as we keep our distance. In fact, I think I'm going to end up showing it to you just because I know where there is a card. See that? That is a telekinetic bear. During the daytime, as long as you stay at the paths, they won't cause you too much trouble, but they are still a problem. Especially since some stuff you have to literally go charging out into their territory for. Which I'm about to do, because I am insane. Nope. get health back, but I can't remember how to do it. Oh, I'll find it eventually. I have to admit, some of these scenery is actually really pretty. I mean, it's old stylistically, but it's kind of nice. Also, FYI, for that particular tunnel, only go to the mouth of it, because if you go deeper in, another telekinetic bear will appear. If we go to Ford, who's standing over there, you'll end up meeting the one version of him that's a janitor, basically, who takes his job as a janitor very seriously. I like a lot of the music in the background for this game. It's all very relaxing and mellow. Cutscene.
Hey, was that you? Looking at me?
Maybe you should try getting over yourself? There were a lot of other people on that stage besides you.
No, just now. In the woods. No. It must have been something else. You don't smell like pond scum.
Nice. You should write greeting cards.
There was some sort of shadowy being out there. Lurking. Watching.
I know of only one creature who fits that description. It likes to hide in dark places, silently watching unsuspecting children from a distance.
Really? Who?
You, tree sitter!
A bit mean, but she's not wrong. She's not wrong. That is technically how Raz ended up introducing himself to everyone at the camp.
Hey, you're that new kid, ain't you?
Well, I'm doing some advanced training right now, as a matter of fact, so I don't think new kid is really a name that you want to get too used to saying.
Hold on there. You're not doing Sasha 9's advanced training that he does in his secret underground lab, are you? Hidden deep within the iron walls of the GPC, where no one can hear you screaming?
Why, yes, I am.
Sakes alive.
Well, nice knowing you.
I think in a way that it kind of says the kind of impression that Sasha has left on a lot of these kids from the fact that they roast him so thoroughly. Mrs. Rangerford.
Excuse me, Mr. Ranger, but I'm looking for Sasha 9's lab.
Well, now, even if I knew where it was, and if it were down here, and even if you were very, very close to it right now, you shouldn't be poking around here. This forest is off limits. Now get!
That looks like fun.
It's work. I'm testing a low-orbit spaceplane design.
Most people think being called spacey is an insult. I think for her it would be a compliment. What I said about some of these kids having drama?
I saw Nils peeking into a hole in the girls' cabin.
I'm hiding.
And I thought, oh, Nils, When will you peek into the hole in my heart? Because you just see yourself staring back.
Uh-huh. What?
I mean, he'd see my new boyfriend James staring back, and he'd be furious at Nils.
Who's Nils?
Exactly! And anyway, there wouldn't even be a hole because James fills my heart till sometimes I think it's gonna explode.
One time, I made someone's head explode.
Well, okay, maybe there's still a little hole.
Actually, it happened 4 times.
But James and I have each other now, and Nils is just gonna have to deal with it.
Now they make me wear this special hat, so I don't have any more accidents.
Are you even listening to me, Dogen?
I hope so.
Nils?
You know, for a girl who says she's done with the guy, she spends a lot of time talking and thinking about him. It's a little hard to believe that she's over it. Anything, I think she kind of wants him back, although I'm not entirely sure why. Honestly, she could do better.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Nowhere. I just like to come down here to hear your voice.
Pop in anytime, sir.
I don't know.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Let's go to my sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psycho Master.
In recognition of your hard work, dedication, and mental agility, I'm proud to bestow upon you the official merit badge for Pyrokinesis.
Wait to burn. Hey, what are we doing here?
Inside your mind? Well, I thought you'd like to be in a familiar place for your first pyrokinesis lesson.
Lesson?
Shh, now think of something you'd like to burn. Ah, yes, I heard you were raised in the circus. But why would you want to burn all these happy memories here?
If they were happy memories, I wouldn't have run away. My dad, he hates psychics, and he knew I was becoming one. So all day long he would force me to practice my acrobatics, hoping to distract me, or maybe hoping to kill me. I never was sure.
Now why are you still talking when you could be burning stuff? Think, heat, great! Now, burn the rest. You're getting warmer. Burn them all! Woo, it's getting hot in here. Rasputin, lock your mental focus on this last one and hold it while you use your pyrokinesis power. Think heat. Focus. Excellent work.
Fire is pretty.
Okay, that's the end of the lesson. You're free to go, but You have to promise me. Only use your power of pyrokinesis only when it's very, very important. Or it's really, really entertaining.
I promise.
And if you're doing it to impress girls, make sure none of them have on a lot of hairspray.
Oh, that line always makes me laugh because it's like the only way he would know that would be from experience, man. And there's just something incredibly entertaining about this, seeing your incredibly experienced secret agent telling the young whippersnapper that if he wants to show off for girls, he needs to make sure they don't have a lot of hairspray on. Here you can reorganize stuff. At the moment, pyrokinesis is just fine where it is. So I'm fine with that. What I wanted to double check on was... here we are. We have the button, the smelling salts, and the bacon. I want bacon. I do not have any bacon.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Bring me near the Geodesic Psycho-Isolation Chamber.
Roger that, Ranger Cruller.
Yeah. What it is that pretty much each section of the camp has a different aspect or identity that Cruller is using. And each one has... depending on which one you pick, the transport computer will refer to you as Ford by a different title. For instance, there's also one by the lake, and I believe she will refer to Ford as Captain, I believe. I could be wrong. I may be remembering that wrong, but it's not like anyone's going to fact check me, so I'm good.
Yep.
need to double check some prices. See.
Hey, can I buy some stuff?
Yeah, but hurry up. I don't want to burn my burgers. Oh, that's my last cup. Now with that, you can say, now here's something every young sock. Now that Dowsing Rod will help you find. Now that Dowsing Rod will help you find. Alrighty then.
Dowsing Rod can be used to find deeper, more valuable titanium arrowheads. Equip the Dowsing Rod and watch and listen to its changing color and sound. This is how it lets you know that you are getting closer to a deep arrowhead. Once in the right spot, press Y very rapidly to extract the arrowhead from the ground.
What else can I do you for? Now, you take that Psy-core there, put it together. Excellent choice. What else can I do you for? Now, you take that Psy... Sold to the big-headed kid with the gloves. What else can I do you for? Now, you take... Excellent choice. What else can I do you for?
That's it for now.
All right, go get more arrowheads and come on back.
Yeah. The badge in there is called Mental Magnetism, and it basically draws things to you, which is useful, especially when you're running around and you don't really want to jump off your predetermined path. But I don't have it yet, and that's also in one of the patches that I'm missing from my bag, for my bag. But I will get it eventually, I hope. Wrong one. There we go. Sometimes it's hard to get these because I'm never quite right on where they are. Like, I'll be running around like crazy trying to find the right spot in order to pull one of these suckers up, and I'll just stand there pushing the button over and over and over. And it gets about half to 3/4 and never any higher, and it just slowly drives me insane. Come on. Button at some point. Like... There we go.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby.
Yeah, sorry I'm taking it so long. I like to run around and be an exploring child, plus there's a lot of neat stuff. And also, I need a lot of arrowheads, and it's easier to get them at the start of the game when I don't have to dodge around enemies. What can I say? It's just easier.
I'm not picking up anything. Must not be any deep arrowheads nearby. Hey, Vernon, what's up?
I'm hunting the most dangerous prey of all, man.
Like I said, some stuff is just easier to do early game. And for me, prowling around the camp and grabbing all the random collectibles that I can is just easier to do while early in the game. Makes things easier to find, so I don't have to go hunting and running around like a mad person. Or rather, hunting and running around while feeling like I'm on a timer. Because it's mostly the timer that drives me crazy. It's like, ideally for that magnet thing, I'd like to grab all the stuff for it ASAP. Just because it makes stuff easier.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Of course, there is one limit, and that's that she can't take you to all... The transport system can't take you to all the important places until you've been to them.
Drop me outside the main lodge.
Oh, bring me back a burger this time, will you?
And there is just one place that I haven't been to yet. Well, those two still doing their science experiment up there. Their mysterious science experiment that involves something that's in a bottle that's labeled with a skull and crossbones. Again, I don't know what they're doing, but something tells me it's a lot darker than I implied. Now here we get to get a bit of a reveal about Raz himself. Or at least we will once I get closer to the water. In fact, I'll start off with that just to speed things along a touch.
You have a water phobia? Me too!
Huh? No. Well, yes. My family has this problem with water. It's a bunch of hooey anyway. Some old gypsy curse about how we're all supposed to die in water. If you can believe that.
Oh! I thought it was about the whole thing with the brain-eating fish that walks out of the lake at night to hunt for victims. Well, see ya!
I find
Hey, Raz. I saw you and Lily talking in the coach's class, and I was wondering, were you asking her to go with you?
What? No! I'm here to train. No distractions.
Excellent. Bye.
I think someone has a crush on Lily. Someone who isn't Raz. In fact, I don't think he really realizes that there's a girl. Anyways, that actually leads into one of the gimmicks with Raz, and that's that he can't go into deep water. All the other previous bodies of water are fine because they're only like knee deep, but he can't go into deep water. Otherwise, well, that hand thing will yank him down and try to drown him. Which also means that we, as the player, must be cautious every time we are near water. Otherwise, well, it's an obstacle. It's a problem. And Raz says it's a gypsy curse. I know that modern era gypsy is not a good word. It's a very, very not nice word. It's not a good word anymore. It's actually an insult to the Romani people. But at the time that this game had come out, people hadn't been as aware of that. In fact, they'd all been pretty oblivious. And yeah, so the word gets used like that in the game, but please remember, this game is dated. It was released before people were really aware of some of the implications of those words. So that's a little thing to remember, but it is, as far as I can tell, a curse that Raz and his family have to deal with, and it's one that also we, the player, have to deal with, because Raz plus water equals bad times. So just... that's something for all players to be aware of, and all potential players to be aware of, rather, that Raz plus water equals bad times. And a lot of these places, the camp all interconnect, so I technically don't need to run around. It's fairly easy to run around, but again, the underground system is best for if you're just trying to fast travel from one place to another. But yeah, it can be hard. It can be a little touch difficult if you aren't sure where it is you're going. Or what it is you're trying to get to. And there is some stuff that you can get to later. But yeah, like, oh, whoop. Like that. Remember what I said about the hand? There it was. Like that thing over there is something that you can't get until pretty much later in the game. You can try, but you run into Bobby, Zilch, and that ear kid, and they'll just cause you trouble.
Where would you like me to take you, Agent Cruller?
Let's go to my sanctuary.
Yes, noble Psycho Master.
Now I'm gonna run back to the GPC and do a little bit more running around there, and then we'll probably wrap up this episode, and then after that we will start on...
Bring me near the Geodesic Psycho-Isolation Chamber.
Roger that, Ranger Cruller.
Well, we will head there, and then once I've done a bit more running around there...
I saw Nils peeking into a hole in the girls' cabin.
Once we complete that, I can't speak for everyone, but then I will focus on collecting, or rather, I will get into Sasha's special training.
There's no bathroom in here! Thanks. I thought I was gonna have to eat my own arm.
What is this thing?
It's a GPC, a Geodesic Psycho-Isolation Chamber.
Oh man, cool!
Cool? Do you have any idea what this does?
Something cool?
No. It's a 6-sensory deprivation tank, a hermetically sealed metaphysical hotbox. It's solitary confinement for psychics.
Nasty. And the coach locked you inside it?
Nah, the staff hasn't put any kids in the GPC since the 50s. Bobby threw me in here.
Bully and Dwarf Complex should assault own size or larger only. While in cooler, perhaps notice gigantic bear with skin where hair should be?
I didn't see anything in there. That's the whole point.
Just so. Empty now. Good luck, small ones.
Hey, wait!
As mentioned, this is in essence a sensory deprivation tank, but it goes a step further in the fact that it also blocks the sixth sense, as he put it. As Maloof put it, it is a psychic isolation chamber. You put someone in there when you want them to be, or a solitary confinement, but for psychics. As he said, you don't go in there unless, well, someone's trying to cut you off. And I've never been through anything like that, but I would imagine that would be kind of scary. Like I said, I'm just gonna collect a few more things and then I'll probably wrap up the episode and then we'll get on to Sasha 9 special training. now I think I've got just about everything I can grab at the moment, so now it's officially time to head over to the entrance to Sasha's secret lab. And then end the episode for today.
Looks like one of the buttons is missing.
Yeah, and we know exactly where that button is. So, for now, we will save. And then I will record another episode later, and we will continue on. Well, I will see you all next time.